Hello and welcome to a short tutorial video on how to back up a SalesLogic database. Backing up a SalesLogic database takes part in two sections. First, you have the SQL database itself, which stores all of your main data, and secondly there are two folders which contain all of your documents and attachments that you have placed into your database. So we'll get started by doing the actual SQL database itself. To do this, you're going to want to access the SQL Management Studio. In this case, we're just going to launch the 2012 version, and it will ask you to log into the particular instance that you've got. So the instance here is SQL 2012, and this is the server that we're logging into. After that, you have the authentication type that you're using, which we're just going to use Windows Authentication, as this user has access straight to the database that we're going to want. Once logged in, you'll find on the Object Explorer you have a databases section. If you expand this, you'll see all databases that are currently attached to this instance that you're able to see. So if we want to select the SalesLogic eval database for backup, you just want to highlight it, right click, and go to Tasks, and then go to Backup. This will launch the backup window itself. There's a couple of options in here that you're going to have to change. First of all, you want to just flag the copy only backup, and after that you want to change the destination path that the backup goes into. So the easiest thing to do is we'll just remove the one that's already there and just re-add it. So it's already set to backup to disk, so we'll do add. This will give you the default path that it goes into, which is a perfectly fine path to use. However, if you click on the little ellipses here, you are able to change it to any other directory that you have on your drives. In this case we only have the one drive, the D drive being the CD drive. So we'll leave it in the backup folder, and we'll just give our database a name. So we'll call it SLX with today's date, just to make it easy to find if we ever need to. Right, once that is done, just click on OK, and click on OK again, and it will put the brand new path in here with your file name on it. Make sure you do add the extension. Once that's done, just go to Options and flag the Verify Backup when completed. This is just to make sure that the backup does actually back up successfully once it's done, and then with that set, just click on OK. Now, this will take a moment or two to run through. It really does depend on the size of your database as to how long it's going to take, but it's not normally longer than a couple of minutes. Okay, and there we go. That is our SalesLogic database backed up. So just click on OK to that, and we'll just go through and we'll have a quick look at where it's actually put the file. So the C drive, program files, Microsoft SQL Server, the name of the instance, so the SQL 2012, and then inside of here the backup folder with our newly created backup. Now once that is done, you can either move that to anywhere else you want to keep it, so it's in a safe place, preferably off the actual server itself, because otherwise if the server goes then you will still have lost your backups. Now to back up the remaining parts, you're going to want to have a look at where your SalesLogic is actually backing up your log files. Typically this is going to just be to a sync logs directory, which is going to be on one of your drives, and inside of here you'll have your two main folders, your documents and your library. You just want to make sure that those get copied, and that's all there is really to backing up a SalesLogic database. Once you have those 2-3 things, then that's everything you should need if you have to restore. Okay, thank you. Take care.